Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today I'm going to talk about the final boss of this rotation, the Eternal Dragon, which sometimes can pose a little bit of a problem to some people because of his kit. Let me see, I should have prepared this one actually. His kit, basically what does to us is he locks out our skills. He can place block active skills, and he can do quite a bit of damage if we're not careful with the ads. He will eat his ads. One of them resets his skills, and the other two ones, the ones that have an AoE attacks and decreased defense, they can put decreased defense on ourselves. So the way that I've seen and tried it myself and noticed that it's the best option, honestly, is to have certain buffs and debuffs for him. So you can either go the pay to win option like I did. Look at this, all these legendaries. I mean, I didn't beat it with that team. I used Ninja because he can do some insane damage, Drexar, Lydia, and you know, all the OP legendaries. But that's not the only way to do it. If you see, there's some other options here like with Geomancer. Again, other options here that are tanky and all that. But honestly, from what I'm looking here, most of the people in my clan, most of the players, I'm quite sure went the resist route. Like the best one that seems closest to free-to-play friendly is this one down here. So if you look at Clockwool, one of the clan members, he used Seifi for her resist aura. Her resist aura is 80 in all battles. Then Rask as a healer. Jareg for the decreased attack. Having decreased attack on the boss can help a lot. Drexar, which is a free champion, and Syl, which is again a free champion. So basically the key behind this one would be to always try and have decreased attack on the boss, because if he gets that rage, especially on him, he can smack really hard and he can just one-shot you. Having some sustainability like heals from Rask in here, having the heal and revive from Syl of the Drakes can be really helpful. And from what I'm seeing, the only damage that he had was the burns from Drex. Every time he got hit, there's a 75% chance to place that HP burn. And again, obviously, Seifi with her increased speed, increased defense, block debuffs and all that, those shenanigans. So for the hard one, honestly, if you have some good champions and you can build up that resistance, it can be extremely easy, especially if you have the Lydia in there as well. Lydia brings you strengthen, increased speed, decreased defense and weaken. She brings you lots of buffs and debuffs to beat that. But if we're talking for like the normal stage, it can be really hard for some people to tackle this one because of the, like I said, because of the boss's kit locking you out. So basically when he does his, I think, A3, he puts all of your skills on cooldown. So if we look at somebody like, I don't know, we have a Syl of the Drakes that maybe you don't have her book. This one's on a 6-turn cooldown, so that's a lot of turns. This one's on a 4 turns, so this one's not as bad. Basically the whole idea is that when he does that skill, he does, I think it's either his A3 or his A2, I should have double checked before recording this, but I think his A2 actually does damage based on the number of cooldowns you have on your skills. So if you're bringing people like, let's say, I don't know, Razin, that has 6-turn cooldown, if not even booked 7-turn cooldown, you're basically killing yourself. You're just you know, screwing yourself over. So try to bring champions that have very little cooldown skills to tackle this one. As an example, Drexar is a really good one. He only has 1 skill, and if it's booked, it's on a 3-turn cooldown. As we saw on this team over here, Jareg is extremely good as well because he only has, again, 1 skill that's on a 4-turn cooldown if booked, and at the same time he brings the decreased attack on the A1. Vrask, same thing, 1 skill. So you see the pattern here, 3 people that basically they only have 1 skill, like 1 active skill to be more precise, that can be activated and be used for like damage, I guess, from the boss. But in my opinion, if you're trying to tackle the normal one in your like really early stage and you don't have all those good champions, I don't know, maybe you don't have let's say you already have Syl of the Drakes, because she's a really decent champ. You get her for free, it's 180 days in, it's not that much, and maybe you're lucky to have Drex at the same time. You get these 2 as a core and you're good to go. If you do not have them, there's different other options that you can work with. Like you have the possibility of bringing somebody like, let's say, let's say lecture draft. Okay, so let's say you have a rector draft. She brings you the resist in Doom Tower by 55. She brings you the revive, passive healing, and heals and perfect veils. Also has decreased attack on the A1. So the best option and the best ways to defeat this boss, in my opinion, is maybe you cannot tank it as much even with the decreased attack. I would say always go for the resistance route. I have the page here from Hell Hades. So basically, if you go on hellhades.com, it's like has lots of good information. If you go to Raid Shadow Legends, Raid Stages tool, it gives you over here. You select the Doom Tower rotation 2, and I went for final boss for normal. Basically, if you scroll down, it shows you the resistance it has, and the one in yellow or like purple. Let me move myself a little bit. So the one in not purple, yellow or orangish shows you the accuracy that you need to land, and the same thing, their accuracy, and this one is the resistance that you need to get at. So you would need on normal around 255 resistance to be able to not get that increase cooldown hit from the boss. One way that you can do that is, like I said, you can run the resistance lead. That can be Rector, that can be, I don't know if you have a Brogni, or basically any champion that has an aura. It doesn't have to be specifically for Doom Tower. There are lots of champions that have that aura in all battles. Another thing that can help you towards this tactic is to bring somebody like, let's say you're still on the way for the resin fusion, okay, and you're almost there, and let's say maybe you have the leech. Let's say you have the leech. He has decreased accuracy, so you can bring the decreased accuracy, which basically halves the boss's accuracy. So instead of requiring 255 accuracy, you only need to bring around instead of requiring 250 resistance, you only need to bring around 150 resistance. So if you have somebody that has like a 50 aura, you just need to build 100 resist on all of your champs, which shouldn't be that hard. Like, just get a chest piece or a banner that has resistance and a few extra subsets on the side, and you're good to go. Like, you only need to do this one once, honestly. It's not the best boss to farm on this rotation anyway. The best one's the Griffin. So if you only need to do this one once, it's worth to regear a few pieces on your champions, get that resistance to resist him, and job done. So you have, for the decreased accuracy, you have options. You have Leech. Another good one that can bring you also lots of damage is Geomancer. He has it on the A1. I think Vizier also has it, if I'm not mistaken, which is a legendary. But there's quite a few champions that do that. Let me see if I can just quickly go through here, because on Hell Hades website you can always search through the buffs and debuffs. If I just find it, okay, debuffs. Let's see, decrease accuracy. So if you go to decrease accuracy champions, we can easily find them. Obviously, we will be looking for the bigger version. So let's see. You have for legendaries. Let's not look at legendaries. Let's go to the epics. So you have Alaric the Hooded, Corpse Collector, Drake, Geomancer, Paidma. It's a really insane one. Like, if you have Paidma, bring her in there. Bring her in there because she brings decreased accuracy, and she also brings 100% decreased attack on her A1 because she just needs to crit. Where's Paidma? Let me show you. So she does double hit. If she crits, she puts the decreased attack. Having decreased attack, like I mentioned at the beginning, is insane. Having decreased accuracy as well, it's pretty good. Psylar, Sachi, so there's quite a few options. Even if you have like your Cold Heart, okay, let me go back. Even if you have a Cold Heart built for like other content, she has decreased accuracy on the A2. Bring her in there, you have the accuracy sorted and job done. You have Anax for single target ones, Tatura Ramhide if you've done the fusion. So honestly, I do not believe this is such a hard boss to defeat. It's just getting the right combination of champions, getting the right combination of stats on them, and getting the right debuffs. You don't care how long it takes, you only need to do it once. So I hope this information was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to defeat it if you haven't done it yet, and get your nice rewards, like get your new avatar. If you're doing it on hard, you can use the same tactic, it's just higher requirements. But you can get the sacred shards. Like, doing Doom Tower as much as you can is a really good thing, because you get lots of free and really good rewards. But this will be it for today from me, guys. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love you all, take care guys, bye.